House of Stone, and I'm so glad that you guys are able to join us for this digital workshop titled The Therapy of Fashion, One Garment, Many Hands. Today we're going to be taking you through an experiential meditative session which will be fusing, yes, meditation as well as the art of hand sewing. I'm going to show you guys how to use a backstitch in order to plant beautiful roses similar to the ones that I have adorned right now. It's a beautiful detail you can use on cushions, on the throw, and yes, of course, in fashion. So guys, come ready to learn something new. Come ready to use your hands, these hands, as a form of therapy as I hand you over to Tendai-Angela for our meditative flow.
Namaste everyone, and welcome to The Therapy of Fashion, One Garment, Many Hands. My name is Tendai-Angela Rokkones, a Zimbabwean certified yoga teacher trained in roots of yoga in Ubud, Bali, and an apprentice teacher for Atman Yoga School in Norway. I've been fortunate to have taught yoga in many parts of the community, various sectors, and so whether you're coming here as a lawyer, a doctor, a diplomat, an aid worker, a creative, a designer, whatever it is that you are, I'd like you to release those roles. Because today we're here to feel. Today we are here to strip ourselves of any construct that has been made, to come into the center of you. Who are you when everything else melts away? What sustains you from the inside when everything else falls away? What sustains you is love. I'm going to guide you through a yogic journey with meditation. And whether you have done yoga before or never been on a mat before, that's a-okay, because we're here to feel. I ask that you may have fun. I ask that you may enjoy. But most of all, I ask that you may release what no longer serves you. The purpose of yoga is to peel away the layers that we have constructed, almost like an onion, peeling away to get into the center of love. Placing your hands onto your knees, your spine up straight, into a comfortable seated position. You may have a pillow or a bolster right underneath the tailbone to allow for more ease. It also allows for the hips to be raised, giving you more comfort within your hips. Placing your hands onto your knees, your spine up straight, chest high up into the sky. Breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. Closing your eyes, allowing your eyelids to feel heavy as we allow things to slow down. We've become a culture of busybodies, but today, in this session on your mat, it is you, your breath, and falling deeply in love with yourself all over again. Breathing in deeply, expanding the chest open, and exhaling fully, collapsing the chest. Scanning the body for any injuries, for any aches or any pains. If you have a physical injury, please be kind to yourself. And scanning the body, are there any emotional injuries? Your emotional injuries manifest themselves as blockages, tension, and dis-ease within the body. May you release any emotions, any negative emotions that no longer serve you. Releasing the tension in the cheeks, allowing your cheeks to feel light. Releasing the tension in your ears and in your jaw. Allowing a softness to enter into the face. Placing your right hand onto your heart, your left hand just below the navel. And exactly where you are, with your eyes closed, feeling the chest expand and collapse, the very same way that universes and galaxies are formed. You are the entire universe, rediscovering itself, falling in love with itself, finding parts of yourself to love with more ease, and finding parts of yourself to accept. Staying with your breath and repeating after me. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Breathing in deeply, repeating the next mantra. I am loved. I am appreciated. I am supported. Everything that I desire is already mine. Feeling into that mantra deeply, feeling into that affirmation. I want you to truly allow it to settle into your bones, to settle into your muscles, into your mind, into your body. As I say it back to you, that you are loved, you are appreciated, you are supported. Everything that you desire is already yours. Trusting into those words, believing those words. As we create some space within the body to allow those words and those affirmations to settle in. As they access into our belief system, I'd like us to begin in a child's pose. Child's pose, Balasana. Placing your arms lengthened out in front of you, your knees onto the outside of your mat, your toes together, your hips leaning back onto your heels. Your head dropped down onto your mat. Breathing in deeply, exhaling fully, ensuring that your sit bones are towards the heels, and even if you want, gently giving the hips some movement, remembering that all that we are doing is creating space, releasing the layers, allowing us to feel the fullness of joy, the fullness of love, to feel that you are appreciated, to feel that you are supported, that everything that you desire is already yours because you are powerful. On the next inhale, gently walking the arms over onto the right side, staying low, drawing the left sit bone back down onto your heels. as it has a tendency to rise within this pose, dropping the head down. Taking in 3 more deep inhales and exhales. Expanding the chest open and collapsing it. You are loved. You are appreciated. You are supported. Everything that you desire is already yours. As you exhale, walking the arms over onto the left side. Staying low, drawing the right sit bone back down onto the heel. Lengthening out onto the whole right side of the body. Your forehead to drop down. Breathing in deeply, exhaling fully. As you exhale, walking the arms back into a neutral position, stretched out in front of you. As you inhale, raising yourself up, knees in line with the hips, hands in line with the shoulders. As we enter into some cat-cow, as you inhale, the head high, the tailbone high, and exhale, rounding out the spine, drawing out the shoulder blades, tucking in through the tailbone. Inhale and rise. Exhaling, tucking in through the tailbone. And whether you are a seasoned practitioner or a beginner, in this moment we are here to feel. Creating space within the shoulders, releasing any pain, any tension, becoming accustomed with your breath. Seeing your breath as sacred, seeing your breath as a tool. As you exhale, raising the right arm high, reaching it up towards the sky, and exhale, threading the needle, placing the right hand underneath the left hand, dropping into your twist. Long, deep inhales. Long, full exhales. As you inhale, reaching the right arm high. And exhale, threading the needle once more, entering into your twist, using your breath as a tool. As you inhale, reaching the right arm high, and exhaling back down onto your mat. Woo! Releasing everything in the shoulders, hey? Inhale, reaching the left arm high, and exhale, threading the needle, entering into your twist. Staying with the breath, releasing any tension in the shoulders. Allowing your breath to lead the way as you inhale, reaching the left arm high. Opening up through the fingertips and exhaling, threading the needle underneath the right hand, left ear onto your mat. Breathing in deeply, exhaling fully. As you inhale, reaching the left arm high, and exhaling back down onto your mat. Entering back into your cat-cow, bringing mobility into your spine and into the hips. And using this time to really play around with movements. Tucking in through the tailbone rise, raise. Your head drop down. Ooh. Allowing yourself to feel. This is great movement, especially during these times. If you're sitting a lot, carrying things on your backs due to globalization and industrialization, actually, we had tended to start holding things on our backs instead of our heads, altering our balance. Entering into movements such as cat-cow allow us to bring that balance back into the body, bringing the flexibility and the strength. As you exhale, the knees apart, the toes together, leaning back onto the heels. As you inhale, reaching the hips up, curling in the toes, pushing out through the heels, downward facing dog. Gently bicycling out the legs. Ooh. Pushing down through the heels. As you inhale, reaching the right leg high, sweeping it forward in between the hands, left knee onto your mat. Inhale, reaching the arms high. I'm out of the frame now, but I'd like you to reach back and circle around. Opening out through the heart, hands onto your mat, your right foot back, coming down, knees, chest, chin flowing up. We're facing dog. Curling in the toes, pushing down through the heels. Bicycling out the legs. As you inhale, reaching the left leg high, sweeping it forward in between the hands, right knee onto your mat, reaching the arms high, reaching back, circling around, opening out chest, opening out shoulders, hands onto your mat, your right foot forward, staying within your forward. Your knees may be slightly bent. Your head drop down. Your feet hip distance apart. Your hands onto your elbows and rocking yourself from side to side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, and I'd like you to grab up love, peace, happiness, abundance, and joy, and I'd like you to raise it all the way up, reaching high, circling around, opening out chest, opening out shoulders, bending the knees down. Hugging yourself in. Entering into a comfortable seated position. Your hands, your right hand onto your heart. Your left hand right underneath the belly. And I'd like you to breathe in deeply, expanding the chest open, your chest raised. And exhale, releasing through the mouth. Feeling into your breath, feeling into the rise and the collapse of your chest. Your eyes closed, releasing the tension in your shoulders, in your ears, in your jaw, in your chin. Bringing softness into your body as I remind you now that you are loved, you are appreciated, you are supported. Everything that you desire is already yours. Dream bigger, my darling. All is well. Staying with your breath. Placing your hands onto your knees. Opening up your eyes slowly as we get ready for our session with Danayi. May you plant roses all throughout your soul. May you sow seeds that will blossom. Everything that you desire is already yours. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Tendai, for such a relaxing meditative session. I'm feeling super ultra relaxed and really mentally ready to take you guys through this process. So I'm going to ask you a series of 10 questions. So what you will require for this initially is your circular pre-cut fabric as well as your marker. What I want you guys to do in this moment is for you to dig deep into your thoughts, into your feelings, so that you guys can reflect and share your truth with us as I ask you these 10 questions. And then we're going to move over to planting the roses. And as we're sowing the roses, we're actually going to be working from the center, working outwards. And what I've actually learned from Tendai is that when you work from the center of your being, you can truly discover just how great you are, just how big you are. Then you're able to share the best of yourself with the world in an authentic, freeing way. And this is how we actually bring it back to sustainability, because you can't be sustainable, you can't do better, you can't be the best version of yourself if you haven't touched base with who you truly are on the inside. So guys, question 1 is, how are you feeling in this moment? What are your intentions? What are your hopes and your dreams? What is the most important thing in your life right now? How do you feel when you're creating and using your hands? What are your 2020 goals? What defines you? How does it make you feel to see others sharing in your joy? If you could choose one thing to change about the world, what would it be? What is true happiness to you? Now, guys, that we've finished answering those questions, what I would like you guys to do with your truth that's written all on your fabric right now. So I'd like you to take one at a time and fold them into 2 halves. Something like this. 1, 2. And you'll end up with a shape that looks like that, like a little diamond. Pretty. And I want you to grab your pins and put them through each one, but do things at your own pace. I'm done pinning all my petals, folding all my petals and pinning them. Now what I'd like you guys to do is to grab your pre-cut fabric pieces, and I hope you guys actually used things that you had available in your house, off-cut fabric. If not, we're not judging you this time around, but the purpose of this is for us to learn how to utilize the things that we have around us, to be able to repurpose and to transform those things into something beautiful and to give them new life. So find the center and make your first pin, or pin it down in the center in any direction. So I've created a line for myself. It's not there, it's an invisible line in my brain, I see it, but I'm working across like that. So I'm going to pin all my fabrics 1 2 3 across, 1 2 3 across, but I'm going to slightly overlay them. I'll show you what I've come up with once it's done. So it should look a little something like this. Now for the remainder that you have, I want you to pin them on the opposite side looking in. So it's going to fit perfectly in between the gaps. So it's going to fit in between these gaps. I'm going to pin some down for you right now to show you. So here's my example complete. Alright, so it should look like that. Can you see how it's got a zigzag pattern that's forming over there? That's mine. Now grab your needle and your thread. And I want you to start from one end. So I've tacked mine in this little corner. I hope you can see that. If not, sorry. We'll try to do better next time. And basically what we're doing is going to be weaving in and then coming out in front, then weaving backwards into the last hole that we left, then weaving forward again, coming up and coming back into the previous hole. Because we're stitching slightly inside the triangle. We're not stitching towards the end, but we're working our way in about a centimeter inside. As you can see, ooh, can you see? There's a little stitch over there running across 1 centimeter in from the top point. So for one side, it's just a straight line, and on the opposite side, another straight line. So you're gonna have 2 back stitch lines running parallel to each other. I feel like for me, any opportunity that I get to use my hands and to create, I just have so much gratitude. So once you've reached the end of your straight line on the one side of your roses, or petals should I call them, I just want you to tack it down, do a holding stitch to hold it in place. So I've stitched the side down, it's very secure. This is the side that I did. That one slightly wobbly line is done. It's holding them down in place. Now I'm going to the other side, the straight line again, tack it down, hold it down on one side, and do your back stitch in a straight line, slightly 1 centimeter inside from the tip of your rose. Okay, guys? So I'm done with my second line. I'm gonna remove the pins. I'm excited to see what's up. So both sides are held down. So what I'd love for you guys is to basically pull each rose or each petal apart from each other. Okay? That will reveal the true beauty of what we've just created. It's like you're just opening them up. It's like when your rose begins to bloom. That's what we're doing. We're helping our rose to bloom right now. Like my petals are gonna bloom no matter what. Here's my petal. Can you see, guys? Oh my gosh, this is what we've created. What? I'm so excited. And can you see like the little patterns coming out with my truth that's written inside there? It's rather poetic. I'm excited. I'm gonna hand you guys over to Tendai-Angela as she continues our meditative flow. For those of you that haven't finished, you can either continue hand sewing, or you can join Tendai-Angela as she takes us through the yoga, or you can press pause. Go at your own pace.